kunne eventuelt prøve å feilsøke på hvor den heiskabelen kom fra.
Ja.
Han trodde kanskje den var koblet direkte på undersiden av samleskinnet et sted. For det var en sikring opp på heisen. Men det er litt vanskelig å jobbe på heisen hvis man ikke får skrudd av kabelen som kommer inn til heisen.
Ja.
Bare en vei, liksom. Nå må jeg skru på noe Spotify, det er teit da.
You can ask the food.
Fine. We're from the pedals.
The whole bus.
No, you're not. You know.
You know who we are. My name's Sebastian Crow, and I'd like to talk to the crew.
So be it. There's 2 doors leading into this room. And the 4 of them get up. And together, walk out the door. And there's a notable pause. What do you do?
Oh, is Ralph with us?
Yeah.
Maybe if they wanted to shoot us now, they would have.
At least she wants to talk.
Yeah. I think we go in. Do I
Hørtes ikke
recognize
norsk
it?
ut, synes jeg. Eller må stå for et eller annet. Norsk arbeid, Norges. Nei.
I've never seen you. Might have heard a few of these people before.
Få spørre om fyren
And
vår.
there's whispers.
Jeg blir litt nysgjerrig på sånne ting.
I'm pretty sure that bugbear might be someone that's been around in Drakenheim for a long time. Somebody that's been running gangs around here for years
Nå
at
blir ikke
least.
kø nå, for da rekker vi det ikke.
A man
Det pleier ikke å være kø inn til Oslo.
Ja, det pleier å være
Hvis ikke det er ut til Oslo.
running gangs in Drakenheim. Probably, if he survived this long, he could be a bugbear that's in his 50s as well. So, the other overlook might be old
Sette
beggar.
bilen på lading i dag, tenker jeg.
So, those are the only 2 names that come to mind. Given their age, they match descriptions of people that were infamous before the movie. The other 2?
I'm clutching some of the incense in my hand just in case, but I'm like very cautious. They're inviting us into another room.
No.
No, they went. We're just sitting there.
They asked me.
Oh, they asked us.
I'll wait.
A few moments later, the door opens. And Tiefling walks in. She has wavy hair like a river and horns and hooves.
Kanskje jeg skal si fra til han der IT-fyren at jeg ikke trenger 60 giga i måneden. Det bruker jo ubegrenset fra Finland uansett for en andre SIM-kort jeg har.
Perhaps this
Sparer
isn't
de penger.
as disappointing.
Det tror jeg er for det beste.
And she turns her way.
Men jeg vet ikke om de har sånn pakkedeal uansett, så det...
Then
Det er bare å
things
sjekke.
changes. And
Vi kan heller få den summen inn på konto. Redusere mobilregningen med 500 kroner.
Commander of the Hood Alliance. You've been quite a thorn in my side for quite some time, haven't you? Adjusting his, running his hand through his hair, the appearance of the figure changes once again to that of Sebastian's mother. Does this appearance disturb you at all? It was one that my colleague said was very fixed in memory in particular. It shifts once more
Eller er det ikke så mange farger som er mørke på bilene, sånn som i Saudi-Arabia, så ser det ut
Ja,
som
men da får du mest hvite.
Ralph.
Ja, for da blir det ikke like varmt.
Ja.
Shows your true face.
Hvis du har en bil som er blå eller sort eller sånn, så vil jo
Ghosts and
den
memories.
fargen absorbere varmen.
That's all I know.
Ja. På kvelden, hvor varmt blir det da? 30?
Marley Jackson. Even as the Rangers
Litt mindre.
voice shifts in
Da
tenor,
går det an å gjøre noe.
Tom's voice is
Ja.
different.
Vi pleier jo
So,
løpe rundt, spille cricket. Ja, chiller'n.
well, it's a very interesting thing. I've had my eye on it for some time. I couldn't have planned a better place. Thank you.
Men jeg tror det varmeste jeg har vært, det er 40,
To see all the
rundt 40 grader nå er i Mexico.
next one.
So much tension.
Det er også ganske spesielt land, altså du kommer dit og ser det Securitas går rundt med
I was
hagler
like,
på 5 og
oh,
sånn.
that person. Oh, no, that person. Oh, no.
I thought
she got it. I know.
I was like, has she been everyone we've talked to?
She could be. That's the thing.
Ralph.
She turned to my dad. Now I hate her.
Ralph, I don't even know you.
They?
Wow. We're still in so much trouble. We killed a bunch of bugbears. And now we're just in a room.
Successfully broke out of prison and got audience which could have happened if we had waited.
Technically mission accomplished. We just took the long
weapons when we
time.
did it.
Yeah, we just
Well, that's where we're.
that's a success.
May you live in interesting times.
Oh,
Thank you so much to our cast, Jill, Kelly, and Joe, for playing tonight. And a huge thank you to Kyle for working behind the scenes to manage the stream, as well as to our producer, Clayton. And a thank you to all of you watching live on Twitch. I know we had our ups and downs with the technical difficulties tonight. Hopefully when this all hits YouTube, it's all smoothed out. It looks like the recording is on point, so if there were any glitches or bits and bobs while you were watching, we encourage you to watch through this one over again.
thank you to Axe and Shield for the amazing accessories that he has provided us. The initiative tracker. He has a bunch of other really cool stuff on his website. He also has a Kickstarter starting soon. So check out Axe and Shield. Check out all of his cool stuff. And, it's awesome.
Big thanks to Tabletop Audio again for the ambient music. It really sets the tone and the scene. We always get great comments about it. You can check it out for free at www.tabletopaudio.com.
And thank you to 100 Years More for that amazing voiceover in our introduction video. Check them out streaming here on Twitch.
Wonderful. We used Terrain by Dorman Forge, and our miniatures were by Hero Forge and Biscuits.
And tonight's episode of Dungeons and Dragonheim is sponsored by Skull Splitter Dice. We saw them roll a lot of crits and a lot of ones.
Well, it was
so
very balanced.
They're very balanced. Very
Oh, I
balanced
just got a
dice.
crit.
There you go.
I literally rolled 2s and a 19.
Balanced, wonderful metal dice.
Check that out at skullsplitterdice.com. Of course, be sure to follow the links in the description below to our monthly giveaway for a free set of Skull Splitter Dice if you want to roll the dice yourself.
We also have a phenomenal Discord community, so if you are wanting to check out our Patreon, which is at patreon.com/dungeon_dudes, or you can find it in the links below, you'll get to join our Discord with all of us on Discord, and sometimes and he says hey, and but we're having a lot of fun on Discord, and we have some really good conversations. People can talk about advice for character building, DM advice. You can also get behind the scenes information from Monty that we don't have access to about what's going on in Dungeons and Dragonheim. So check it out.
So apparently just like wish each other good luck.
Everybody says good
It's a fun
morning.
community. Of course, Kelly and I also post new videos every Thursday on our YouTube channel where we cover everything Dungeons and Dragons, including advice for dungeon masters and episodes from this campaign available for your viewing pleasure there as well. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time in the Dungeons of Dragonheim.
Bak det hotellet der, så var jeg på en forsikringsjobb, hvor det hadde vært noen ikke helt smarte folk som hadde tenkt at det var sånn åpne boder, med sånn, du kunne liksom ta hånda gjennom da, på en måte. Noen som tenkte det at de skulle lage et bål i denne boden. Og da tok jo selvfølgelig det fyr. Masse verdier som gikk der. Rett over der.
Good evening and
Rett
welcome
over
to
der de hadde bålet.
Dragonheim. This is
Der
our
gikk det en kabelbru. Fuck. Så det var 12 sånne 95 kvadrater og sånt nå, som ble bare smeltet til en klopp. Så hver av de kablene gikk til en leilighet. Så når brannvesenet kom ned, de merket at den døra inntil det bodområdet var gloppvarm nå. Ja, no shit. Det var litt av et prosjekt, ass. Måtte trekke om, og det var mye å fikse. Hva faen, nå må jeg legge meg til høyre, egentlig. Ta med en speeder. E6 tror jeg, fordi de skal jo kjøre der over, så rundt og så mot Bryn. Så da vaske bilen i morgen kanskje. Det blir litt mye støv. Ta en sånn full body wash med polering og...
weekly Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition live game with the Dungeon Dudes. My name is Monty Martin, running the game as Dungeon Master.
And I'm Kelly McLaughlin, and I will be playing Sebastian Crow, the half-elf shadow sorcerer. We are joined today by our good friends.
Jill the Knight is playing Bayo Senya, the Tabaxi Gloomstalker Ranger.
And Joe O'Gorman playing Pluto Jackson, the human battle master.
Thank you for joining us again. If you're just tuning in for the very first time, we are the Dungeon Dudes, and Kelly and I post new videos every Thursday on our YouTube channel, where we cover everything Dungeons & Dragons, including advice for players and guides for Dungeon Masters. You'll also find all of our prior episodes of the campaign available there for your viewing pleasure, so check it out at youtube.com/DungeonDudes. What episode do we have dropping this week on YouTube, Kelly?
We are taking a look at some personal opinions of ours on alignment.
Yes.
Yeah,
Or our lack thereof.
we have some opinions.
Yeah, we do. People have asked us in Discord and Patreon, like, what alignment is this NPC in Drakenheim? And a little bit behind the scenes for you all, none of the NPCs have alignments. There's nowhere there. I don't even think the words lawful good or neutral evil are anywhere in my DM notes for all of my Drakenheim campaign notes.
So if you want to hear our thoughts on
So if you want to hear our thoughts on alignment, check it out this Thursday.
Tonight's episode of Dungeons of Drakenheim is sponsored by Skull Splitter Dice. They've sent us some fantastic premium metal dice to use at the game tonight. We've been rolling them, sometimes good, sometimes not so good, but they are pretty amazing dice. They are balanced, which is
Yeah.
what you want out of dice.
Yeah, I've got my two sets that I'm using here, the solid gold and the burnished gold sets. They come in the really cool Skull Splitter dice tins as well that give you space for organizing all of your dice, as well as like cards or a miniature as well, so it's a really handy thing to take to game night.
Yeah, you basically, with the purchase of the dice, you get a whole little kit to bring to all of your games.
With that, let's return to the ruins.
Drakenheim is no more. Struck by a falling star, the city bathed in eldritch fire on that woeful eve. The tumultuous aftermath brought chaos, families torn asunder, and a kingdom shattered. 15 years later, monsters stalk the haunted streets of Drakenheim. Caught amidst rival factions struggling to rule the rubble, 3 unlikely partners venture forth into the crumbling city in search of riches, renown, and revenge.
Welcome back to the ruined city of Drakenheim. When last we left our heroes, they were imprisoned deep within the cistern stronghold of the Queen's Men and the Queen of Thieves. Breaking free from their cells, remarkably, they fought their way past the bugbears that were guarding their cells, freeing a member of the Hooded Lanterns in the process. Surveying the area of the complex, they have been left deep underground, easily over 100 feet underground from what they can surmise. They decided to, instead of taking a few of the exits that were available to them, push on deeper into the complex, where they were confronted with the Queen's Council.
Yep.
And now they sit
Sesame morning.
in a small chamber at the top.
Kjørte litt feil. Ligger opp.
Where the prison cells are, into a small
Joseph wrong
dark
place. It was
room. There's a
further up.
table arrayed in front of you with several chairs around
Yeah.
it.
Stop
A
whining.
few sets of manacles and keys hang on the wall, a set of switches as well. There's the portcullis that you came up through, or the room that the hatch that leads down to the prison cells leads to. Both on either side of the room from the hatch that came up. One of which is behind you now. The other door is the door that Queen's Council exited and the Queen of Thieves entered. You sit at the table with the Queen of Thieves. There's no one else in the room with you. Her appearance changes and shifts as she chuckles to herself, taking the shape briefly of Jupiter Jones, Oscar Yoren, Petra Lang, Sten, Blackjack Mel, the thugs that you fought and killed several weeks ago, Mulg, briefly, before finally settling to the shape of the woman in red from the bar fight that escaped. She says, "This face will do for now. You gave her a bit of a tough time, I think. This will be familiar, but a little more personal, I think, for our conversation."
Not too personal.
That'll do.
Kör i räva med den nisse.
You've beaten down my thugs. You've burst out of all your chains. You've fought out of your cells. And instead of taking the easy way out,
Is it lagging? Yeah, I'm gonna restart just wait.
why?
Are you not a...
I know why. It's because you want something, isn't it? You want something that I have.
She's good.
Well, we want the things that you stole.
Yeah, can we have our stuff back?
You have it, but you stole it. It was our stuff.
But that's not why you're here, is it?
Nope. Why do you think we're here, Queen?
I have a theory. But I'd like to hear it from the horse's mouth.
I'm gonna restart the
You
stream.
kicked it.